In 2008, the housing bubble collapse and financial crisis caught many experts, investors, and policymakers off guard, and the resulting Great Recession devastated communities across the country. When threats to financial stability are not properly valued and mitigated, the consequences can be severe and long-standing. 2020 tied 2016 as the hottest year on record, and the 7 hottest years recorded have all occurred since 2014. In 2020 alone, more than 58,000 wildfires burned 10.1 million acres and caused $20 billion in damages. In my home state of Colorado, in addition to more severe and frequent wildfires, we're seeing less annual snowpack, more water scarcity and droughts, and more heat waves. These changes pose long-term risks for Colorado's agriculture, tourism, and housing industry. Whether it is rising sea levels threatening coastal communities, more severe hurricanes on the east and Gulf coasts, wildfires in the west, or regional climate changes affecting crop yields on the plains, climate change is affecting every state and community in our nation. These risks are intertwined in the financial system. Insurers can expect more claims related to extreme weather events. Lenders will see more risks in underwriting carbon-dependent industries, and economic changes will affect asset values across many sectors. Climate change is creating significant and complex risks in our financial system that we cannot ignore. Last month, President Biden signed an executive order directing the National Economic Council, the Treasury Department, and the Office of Management and Budget to develop a government-wide strategy evaluating and addressing climate-related financial risk and assessing the necessary financing to achieve net zero emissions by 2050. Several of the financial regulators have already begun work to understand climate risk. We can either work together in Congress and across the government to coordinate sensible policies to evaluate and mitigate financial risk related to climate and help our economy transition to a carbon-neutral future, or we can wait until the market and the consequences of climate change dictate such actions for us. Last week, I reintroduced the Green Neighborhoods Act, a bill aimed at making the housing sector more energy efficient and ensuring workers can get trained for green jobs. This is one example of how Congress can help facilitate an orderly transition of our economy and make the housing sector greener. The canary in the coal mine has stopped singing. We must act now to ensure our financial system is resilient in the face of climate change and the economic transition. Today's hearing will examine physical and transition risks posed by climate change and how financial regulators can work to evaluate and mitigate these risks. I look forward to our discussion today so we can ensure our financial system is ready for what's coming ahead.